again for coming out to the LCS Education Foundation for the Education Grants Highlight, the showcase of innovation going on in Lynchburg City Schools. We have over, thanks to the generosity of the Education Foundation, over $80,000 in grants. Let's thank our folks for investing over $80,000. I also want to give a big shout out to the EC Glass Rock Band for music. And we have younger musicians right behind them, the T.C. Miller Banjo Band. I do want to just say on behalf of the school board and the administration, we really appreciate you coming out to see the work that our teachers have done. Our teachers are the best teachers in the Commonwealth of Virginia. They're innovative, they're creative. Yes, we have standardized tests, and I know that's what gets the airtime in the paper and in the news. But the reality is, for the 21st century we're in, the winners, testing matters. It has a place, but it is not the determining factor of a kid's success. It's innovation, it's creativity, it's going and thinking outside of the box. And that's what you see our teachers working to do with our students every day in Lynchburg City Schools. Let's give these teachers a big round of applause. Again, I want to thank all of you for coming out. I hope you get a chance, if you haven't already, to talk to the teachers and understand what they've done. I saw many of you getting to go around and interact with them. But it really is powerful. It's almost really a professional showcase of the work that you all have invested in as stakeholders. So I appreciate that so much. It's also now my honor, the President of the Board of Trustees, I want to introduce Dr. Sally Selden up to the podium for some appreciation and acknowledgments of the hard work that's been going on all year. Dr. Selden.
Thank you. By thanking Dr. Scott Graybrand for all the work he has done for the Lynchburg City Schools. He has done a fabulous job and is a very strong supporter of our teachers and our students. So please join me in thanking Scott. And I know Jody Gillette is not going to be happy with me, but if you don't know, everything that happens through the Ed Foundation is because of the hard work and dedication and organization of Jody Gillette. So thank you, Jody, for all that you do for And I feel very fortunate to be here to welcome everybody to our 25th event in terms of giving out grants to Lynchburg City School teachers. That's amazing, 25 years. I'm also a mother of 3 boys who are all in the Lynchburg City Schools, 2 at Glass and 1 at Dunbar Middle School. So I know how hard our teachers work, and I know how much the innovation and creativity that they engage in class matters to the students that they teach. So thank you for all that you do. I'd also at this time like to recognize some special guests in the audience. For all the members of our school board are here, if you will wave your hand. I'm not sure who remains, but I'd like to thank all of our school board members, so please join me in thanking them. And I have a very special guest right over here to my right, or your left, depending your left, Delegate Scott Garrett. Thank you for being here today. And of course, we have the most amazing board. I would like all of the Lynchburg Education Foundation board members to please raise your hand, and a very special thanks for all that you do for the city schools. And now for the people we really need to say thank you to, those are our grant sponsors. And I have a very long list, so bear with me, as I would like to provide recognition to each organization or individual that has contributed to the grants that have been funded that are in this room today. ABC, Channel 13, WSET, American National Bank, Appalachian Power, Arriva, Bank of the James, BB&T, Belvac Production Machinery, BWX Technologies, Candler Oil Company, Carrington Family Foundation, Central Virginia Federal Credit Union, Caldwell Banker Commercial Realtor and Company, Coleman Adams Construction, Dodson Brothers Pest Control, Dominion 7 Architects, the Dover Foundation, the Education and Research Foundation, Electronic Design and Manufacturing Company, First Piedmont Corporation, Fleet Laboratories, Generation Solutions, Genworth Foundation, Greater Lynchburg Community Trust, the Kenneth L. and Bertha S. White Foundation, Roger and Winston Green, Hanwha Asdell, Harmon Eye Center, Harrington Corporation, Harris Corporation, Humankind, Hurt and Profit, Innovative Wireless Technologies, LG Flint General Contractors, LSC Communications, Lynchburg Economic Development Authority, the Lynchburg Municipal Employees Federal Credit Union, Lynchburg Nissan, Master Engineers and Designers, Merriman Foundation, Moore and Giles, the News in Advance, Old Dominion Wood Products, Piedmont Community Health Plan, RM Gant Construction, Sam's Club. Successful Innovations, Liz Sumter and Brian Carlton, Sylvan Learning, the Morgan Family, Kim and Stephen Tibbs, Trax, Walmart on Old Forest, Walmart on Wards Road, Walmart Neighborhood Market, Wegmans, Wells Fargo, Westminster Canterbury, West Rock, Wiley and Wilson, and last but not least, Wooldridge Heating and Air Electric. Wow, what a list. Let's thank all of our sponsors. That is incredible. Now, if you are a sponsor, please raise your hand so that you can be recognized and people will have the opportunity to say thank you to you. Thank you for being here. Now, I do just want to share a few facts, but I will be quick. Over the course of the history of the Classroom Innovation Grants Program, the Foundation has awarded more than $715,000 to teachers in the Lynchburg City Schools. That's impressive. The Foundation offers 2 grant cycles each year, one in spring when we notify, and then we notify a second time in the fall. We offer classroom innovation grants up to $2,000, but more recently we began offering master classroom innovation grants where teachers can apply for up to $5,000 each. This year we funded we had 89 applications, we funded 42 grants, and we were able to allocate $82,121 to support these projects this year. Again, an impressive year for the Foundation. And most importantly, none of this would matter if we did not have amazing teachers who take the time to think about innovative things they might do in the classroom, but more importantly, they take the time to write those grants. They're often doing this in their own time in the evenings above already teaching a class. So thank you, teachers, for applying for these grants. And then I hope if you did not have an opportunity to pick up the booklet, please do. In the booklet, each grant and the organization or individual sponsoring those grants are described. So please, if you didn't pick it up, please pick one up on the way out. With that, I'm going to turn the mic over to Jody Gillette.
Thank you, Sally, and thank you, everyone, for being here this evening. As if that list of sponsors wasn't long enough, I do want to add the Center Foundation to that list. So that brings our grand total this year of 59 sponsors. So thank you very, very much for our sponsors' support. Really, we could not do this project without you. And so now we do want to do some special recognitions. We like to recognize our first-year sponsors along with sponsors on certain anniversaries. So we had 5 new sponsors this year. And keep in mind, please, that as we add to our list of sponsors that, our list is growing, so it's harder and harder to find new ones out there. So if you have any ideas, please share them with us. But we have 5 new sponsors this year. We're really proud to announce that. Not everybody could be here today. We had people out of town and what have you, but we do want to call up those who are here. So I'm not sure if anybody was able to make it from the Dover Foundation. Okay. But we do have Connie Gunter-Miller here with Harmon Eye Center. And we have Randy Parrish with Master Engineers and Designers. And I don't think anyone from Old Dominion Wood Products was able to make it, is that correct? And Liz Sumter and Brian Carlton were not able to join us today. So Randy, don't go too far. I need you and Connie. Take a picture of the 2 of you together. Excellent. Thank you very, very much. Our first year sponsors. 5-year sponsors. We actually have 6 companies celebrating 5 years of support. Belvac Production Machinery. I don't think they were able to send anyone today. Harrington Corporation, is John Riordan here? He was not able to make it. Bob Dendy, I know, is here with Humankind. Do you want me to hold it?
Thank you.
And we also had Caldwell Banker Commercial, Reed and Company, but they were not able to be here today. West Rock, I don't think Ed was able to make it, but Woolridge Heating, Air, and Electric, I know Dana Marr is here with a few other folks from her business. So come on up.
Thank you very much for all of your support. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. All right. Thank you for your support. I love it.
Role models.
Thank you, role models. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. All right, everybody.
Scoot in.
We've got an AC list we can work on.
All right.
Okay, let's see if we get everybody in. That's right. That's right. Come in. Thank you very much.
And then if we could get Dana and Bob together, that would be great.
Dana, Bob.
And Bob.
Yeah, come on, Bob. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you very, very much for your commitment.
That's a big one.
All right, now we have just reached this year. Sally did announce, by the way, that this is our 25th year. But our very first individual sponsor started 20 years ago. Before that, actually, I think it was your dad, was on our board, and he was our development chair. And rumor has it that he used to close the door at a board meeting and not let board members leave until they wrote their check for classroom innovation grants. But since he had the idea 20 years ago to start encouraging this corporate sponsorship of these grants, the program has truly, truly grown and has been a wonderful asset for our division. And so we are so proud today to be able to recognize our first 20-year sponsor for our Classroom Innovation Grant Program, Cole and Beth Candler. Thank you. That's fabulous. Just don't do the math to figure out what you've spent on us so far. Thank you again, and congratulations, and thank you to all of our grant recipients for going above and beyond to ensure that all of our students, by name and by need, get to graduation. It's these sorts of innovative projects that make sure we touch our students with all of their different learning styles to make sure that they have success, so thank you. Teachers, I want to make sure that you know that our spring cycle for grant notification, so it's really 1 year, but we're already launching our 17-18 school year. And we want to make sure that those of you who want to get a jump and have those funds in hands on day one, when you start school in August, are ready to go. We started a spring cycle, and so you will be notified in early June if you get your grant funding. If you want to be part of that, and we already have a good amount of money raised for that cycle, you can apply now, and the grants are due this Sunday evening at 11:30 p.m. So I do not want to hear on Monday morning, but my phone rang because I won't believe it. But in any case, please consider this funding. Like I said, you'll be able to start day one knowing that you have funds in hand to do what you want to do with the students. But if you don't get it in by Sunday, we'll relaunch the fall notification cycle. So if you want to evaluate your class needs and want to wait until the fall to apply, we will open that cycle June 1st with notification. Well, that grant cycle will run through October 1st, and notification will be at the very end of October. We again want to thank all of our sponsors for making this funding possible. None of this would work without your support. I also want to give a special thank you to Renee Stevens and her culinary arts class for their professional catering of today's reception. We did a little mini trial run of the ice cream buffet this year, and we'll review, and if it worked well, we will present it maybe bigger and better next year. And Stephen Smith and Cindy Babb for recording today's program, so thank you both for that. And EC Glass, they just make this reception so easy. Thank you for hosting us. I don't know if Tracy's still here, but thank you everyone for supporting my setup efforts and having us here. The National Honor Society kids, I hope that they helped you get your stuff in, teachers. They were fabulous. They helped me get set up today. And hopefully a few of them will stay around and help me get my stuff out of here at the end. But they will certainly help you get your stuff out of here at the end. So if you need help, don't be shy. That's what they're here for. And we thank them for their efforts. I know it's a busy time of year for them too. Thank you for helping make this program a success, for supporting our students, our teachers, and our schools. And I hope you'll help us again next year, and we'll see you back here next May. Thank you.